watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. Oh yeah, Batwoman is still a thing. Made myself bigger. Hello everyone, I am Becca Random 42. You're supposed to play the button. When I play the button, it's not playing the button. The one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. And yes, Batwoman is still apparently very much a thing. Do we really need any more? Especially now that our favorite Ruby Rose has left. I don't know. Do we? Maybe. Let's take a look at some of the updates. I guess they're talking about how they're going to write Kate out of the story. Like we care still at all. New Batwoman season. It features new Batsuit. I think people will watch just to see what they do with it. There you go. There's my intro. They'll watch just to see if it gets better. See what they do with it. And if it is completely bat crap crazy, right? That's one of the things that they want to know with it. And I'm curious too. I'm kind of the point where, you know what else could they possibly do? How much more cringe could it be? Because that's all this show really is cringe and a bunch of representation, stereotypes. I need to see my favorite superhero on the screen to be represented. Wah.
And aspiring to be represented by an ancillary character on my favorite TV show.
Yeah, that was a literal line in the show. The DC fandom panel reveals that Jaffica Leslie's Batwoman, I hope I'm saying your name right, will have a different costume. Good, because it's going in and stealing Kate's hand-me-downs, which was already stolen from Bruce Wayne, you know, his hand-me-downs, would just be a little too... Is that like sloppy thirds, I guess? Plus Kate's sudden disappearance will be in the new storyline. Great. But at the end of the day, you're still giving us a character who lives in a van by the river.
In a van down by the river.
And is a drug runner. And I think I'm adding the in a river part, but that's what they're giving us as this character. The cast and the crew of the popular Batwoman series on the CW gave fans a few more hints of what to expect in the upcoming season. And disclosure, the CW is going to do a joint venture between Warner Brothers Entertainment and CBS, which also publishes CNET. Are we using CNET? All right, so we're using, basically, this is their propaganda arm of their publishing here. So, do we want to go with one that's a little less, yeah, TV line. TV line, they don't know TV line, do they? Batwoman will look different, not only beneath the cowl, but also when suited up. So they are changing the Batsuit. Did we get a first look at it? I don't think we did. A fan asked if Leslie had been fitted for a new Batsuit yet. No, I have not. So, our new Batwoman has not been fitted yet, but we were talking about doing some costume fittings very soon. That way we can be prepared as soon as we get back to production. And season 2 is scheduled to premiere early 2021. Well, they better get to, starting to film it. I was under the impression they already kind of were starting to film it and they already had this planned. And they used the cough. Now, this is just speculation. They used a lot of what was going on just to have an excuse to make some much needed changes. One would be to let Ruby Rose out of her contract, for one. I think that was part of it. And she also said she didn't really want to be the star of a full-time series like this. She didn't want to be the one on screen all the time with all the dialogue, all the fixings, all the trimmings. So yes, they should get to filming very, very soon. She says, but I know Caroline and I were talking about how important that is if we're going to have a black Batwoman. To be clear, she's the first black Batwoman. Well, Batwoman is a character that I didn't even know was a different character than Batgirl. And a lot of people didn't. A lot of people don't know who this character is because nobody cares. Because this is another one of those diversity characters. You know, one of those ones that are only there, well, how can we take an existing character and just make it a way to prove that we're not a bunch of ists and foes by slapping a label on it and separating everybody by label. No, it wasn't enough to have the label of, oh, here's the lesbian one. No. Now we have to have the black one. Now we have to have the every color of the... As somebody who is the B in the alphabet, and yeah, Batwoman would have been for me probably because I kind of look like her. I guess that's how they go with representation on screen and stuff. What is this for me now if you're so focused on representation? That's what I want to know. So here they're answering how this new character is even going to fit in. And it looks like she's just going to be another person to do a little bit of the job all the other characters do. So from reading this article, and I skimmed through this, it looks like she's going to identify a lot with Kate's ex. And they're going to work together to try and solve the disappearance of Kate here. Right here, between dealing with true love Kate's vanishing and the arrival of a new Batwoman, Crow's agent Sophie is going to have a lot on her plate. There's a lot of things to process and deal with and figure out. Ryan sort of helps pull Sophie out of her shell. Maybe we edge her up a bit this season. Alright, so she's going to be a mentor to Kate's ex, the cop chick, you know, the one that was dating Batwoman, and then she was married to a guy, and then she went back to Batwoman for about a minute. They had revealed to us a gobsmacked Hush and a brilliant plan to bring back Gotham's MIA favorite son, Bruce Wayne. So there's going to add some drama to Alice and this new chick, Ryan. Oh, and Mary, she's going to be identifying with her. So this is going to be a Mary Sue character. This is going to be the be-all, end-all. She's going to be there to be the one to help Sophie come out of her shell. If I don't even remember these characters' names half the time. I don't watch the show, and I reviewed the show, and that's how memorable this show is. Mary I liked because she was kind of the cute, sweet one, and I thought, well, just put her into the bat suit. Just have her step up. You know, this girl right here. Why couldn't she stepped up and taken the role of Batwoman? No, they're gonna bring in another character just because reasons and diversity or. Yeah, you know, sorry, you couldn't have had an Asian girl come in and be Batwoman and have it handed down. No, you had to come in and bring this new character. But maybe she's going to be great. Maybe she's going to be great. Hopefully they won't do a whole bunch of the same stuff that they do with Star Trek, with a lot of these other representation and diversity only shows. Also, thank you so much for subscribing.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Be nicer to my viewers, Bree. She keeps Bree bombing us, doesn't she? Even when there's nothing to do with Bree, she's there. So hopefully they'll be better with these characters and not just give us another stereotype of a stereotype. But we already know from the casting call, which I've covered extensively, that this is going to be a drug runner who lives in a van, talks to her plants. And she's going to be a Mary Sue, it looks like, as well. So hopefully they do a better job soon. I am MechaRandom42. I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
And I live in a van down by the river.